Hey guys, it's Arx here and welcome back to my channel. I am back once again with a new keyboard review, and we have a unique 65%, but only in terms of its build quality, but offers a very common features. Today, let's take a look and listen at the Loop 65 by Kiiboom. Also, a quick disclaimer before the video starts that the board was sent over by Kiiboom for a review, but I wasn't paid to make the video, and of course, I'll give you guys my honest and unbiased opinion about the Loop 65. I'll go ahead and place my affiliate link down below in case you would be keen on getting the board. Let's go ahead and unbox the board first. It has that signature Kiiboom box art look. And opening it up, we are greeted with the user manual. For the accessories, we have the USB cable, a switch and keycap puller, and an Allen key. Lastly, we have the board, which we're going to take a look in a bit. So let's break down what is the Loop 65. Now the board comes in at $159.99, so this is more on that mid-tier price category for a custom keyboard. So it's a pre-built 65%, tri-mode PCB, and get this, QMK and VIA ready. It's gasket mounted, and of course it has the good old classic volume knob. Now, taking a closer look at the Loop 65, so it stands out aesthetically with its main key feature, the aluminum modular structure. So it creates a distinct two-tone look as it consists of multiple metal brick pieces, giving it a unique and almost Lego-like appearance when different colors are combined, such as on this board, a silver and black. So the design enhances the board's visual appeal, but it does not significantly impact the typing feel or sound. So for the build quality, the Loop 65 is constructed, again a full aluminum, with an anodized finish that feels smooth but has some visible graininess, making the surface treatment seems less refined than I expected for its price points. Now for the design aspect, it's very straightforward and simple. It has thick bezels on all sides and a volume knob positioned, of course, at the far right. Now for the USB port, it's placed on the far left, which may not be ideal for everyone like me. So next to it is the toggle switch for the Bluetooth connection, and along with that is the dongle compartment for the 2.4 GHz. While this one, or the positioning, seems somewhat clustered, it's mostly out of sight during regular use. Now flipping the board over, it has that very minimal look to it as they didn't add any accent piece or weight. There's also no branding, just a clean and simple back. So you'll see the 10 screws and 4 small rubber pads. Now onto the pre-built switches and keycaps. For the switches, it has the Kiiboom Matcha Latte's V2, Matcha Latte V2, a linear switch with a 45-gram actuation force, a polycarbonate top and bottom housing with LY stems, making it a fairly smooth and balanced switches. For the keycaps, it has a cherry profile PBT keycaps. It has that gradient theme to it as well, and the texture-wise, it's very smooth, but I have to admit I am not a fan of the font placements here. As you can see, it's more leaning to the far right, and in my opinion, these are decent, but I have seen far better pre-built keycaps at the lower price points. And also to note, the default plate is a FlexCut FR4, and it has silicone gaskets for the mounting points. So let's do a quick teardown on the Loop 65. So the modular design becomes apparent as the case splits into several pieces. However, despite being labeled modular, there doesn't seem to appear any additional add-ons or customizations available on Kiiboom's website. So this kind of raises a question about the intended purpose of the quote-unquote modular design, as it clearly seems to be more of an aesthetic choice rather than a functional one. And I think that's all you need to know about the Loop 65. Let's now hear what the board sounds like. Now we'll be using the stock switches, and I'll go ahead and throw in another linear and tactile for some sound comparison. For the sound test, I've decided only to use the case foam, keeping the board as close to it unstock configuration as possible. This way, you can hear how the Loop 65 sounds right out of the box without any mods. Also, before the sound test, please do keep in mind the sound and experience will always vary depending on your keyboard build. So please do enjoy the sound test on the Loop 65 by Kiiboom. And that was the sound test on the Loop 65. Please do let me know on what you think about them on the comment section down below, and let's have some quick discussion. And also, thank you for staying if you made it up to this point. Let's now talk about my overall opinion and thoughts on the Loop 65. So overall, the Loop 65 is pretty solid. It has that classic gasket mounted feel, giving you a nice balance of flex but not too bouncy and still firm enough for a satisfying bottom out. The stock switches are smooth. With the FR4 plate, the sound isn't too muted even with case foams. Instead, it has this very distinct, loud, clacky sound, which is great if that is your preference. Now on paper, the Loop 65, it's a very well-rounded 65%, but for the price point, there are a lot of other options out there right now that has a better features. That said, the design here is unique and refreshing. It's definitely an aesthetic choice with a modular case structure, but it's nice to see something different from the usual. Plus, it's also VIA and QMK compatible, so you can easily remap the keys however you like, which is a big plus for customization. So if you are looking for a one-and-done keyboard, something that's great right out of the box without tweaking too much, this could be a solid choice. It has a nice typing feel and a great sound profile. But if you are after a 65% board to fully customize and build around, I'd say start by listing out what features you actually need. So with so many great options in the market, it's really about finding what suits you on your personal preference. And that is it for the video, guys. I hope you find my review helpful on the Loop 65. If you do, please don't forget to like the video. You can share view once, and of course, subscribe for more. And I will see you guys on the next review. Peace.